Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back. Today we are here to connect with the energy for your next 7 days. What is the guidance? What is the message that is important for you? What you need to consider to make sure you can make the most of your day or of your week. And for certain people, who knows, it might not be just for a week, it might be for your month. We are going to have three piles: pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. Pick the pile that you feel most drawn to before we start our reading with pile number one. Did you manage to pick your pile? Let's start our reading. If you connected with pile number one, what is the guidance for your week ahead? Pile number one. Okay, first of all, let's connect with the item you chose. It has a heart in here. Okay, majority of times there are certain things that are exactly the way they are manifesting in front of us. This is a heart. A heart deals with matters of the heart, of the emotions, things that you tend to feel. Okay, connecting with this energy of feeling. What is important, first of all, for you for this week in here is to remember this one word: go with the flow. Okay, the message on the card says you need more flexibility in your life. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Pile number one, there are chances that for certain people you might have, let's say, a timetable that is extremely strict, but you're not able to actually compromise yourself with it. So it's important for you to make sure that you don't find yourself forcing yourself to do things that you don't like, and more important than that, that you don't need. It is important for you to, yes, change your way of acting, but you need to make sure that in the process of replacing something that you don't like, don't bring something that a long run will harm you or will put you in a position of hating it completely. Okay, so it's almost like, don't create too many rules. Allow the energy of, let's say for example, you wake up. I'm going to speak like a person that is running their own business. Okay, if you are working for someone, we all need to find a way of adjusting ourselves around it. And for certain people, let's take like, if we are talking about coming home after a day of school, we have our timetable, and the timetable says 6 p.m. I need to study, 7 p.m. I need to do the homework, 8 p.m. I need to read, 9 p.m. I need to get things ready for tomorrow, 10 p.m. I'm going to have my dinner, 11 p.m. I'm going to rest, midnight I'm going to take a bath, 1 2 in the morning I will chill in the sofa, sleep. Tomorrow I'm waking up again, probably at a specific time. Okay, whatever is happening in here, the first thing is you might be doing it, but I don't think you're feeling complete. You might be feeling depleted in your energy, and this is because the timetable doesn't look like it's reasonable. You're starting your day pretty much, or you're finishing your day after having a full day for certain people. For other people, what we have is you maybe starting your day early and finding yourself stretching the things that you have to do. You might have to do 2 3 things because your timetable have, I don't know, let's say 8 10 11 things for you to achieve. What you end up seeing yourself doing is that trying to do everything but finishing at a later time. And it's interesting because this example that I'm giving right now, there was something similar that came in the energy of the reading of the big changes that are manifesting in your life, which was the reading for the 5th of May. Uh, there is a connection between this reading and that particular reading with a specific pile, okay? It, it is important for you to recall that flexibility might be the key and the answers to all your problems right now, okay? Uh, Connecting with the energy of the chariot, he says, success that comes from dedication and self discipline. I think that we already talking about self discipline for sure, without a doubt. The only problem is it is extremely strict. There's no flexibility around it. So, what we need is dedicating yourself maybe to things that you like to do, but in a different way. Let's say in a more modern way. There's no need for you to stress yourself when you're able to do everything that you like, as long as you're willing to be more flexible and allow things to unfold naturally without you forcing it. And after we have the energy of celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight, okay? So, right now, the energy that we have in front of you, pile number one, for this week in particular, okay, you need to be flexible with your actions, with your thoughts, with your emotions. Allow things to flow, okay? Explore your sacred root system. So, pretty much is familiarize yourself with what really works for you. Create a timetable. The example in here is coming around timetable. Create something that works for you. Create a system that works for you. Even if you are being controlled by someone else, and your control might mean that you are working for someone, and the time you are dedicating yourself to that particular work um, restricts you, I am pretty sure that if you become more flexible in the way you see things, in the way you approach things, you will be able to find a complete different way of dealing with things. Okay? So, my suggestion is go with the flow, allow yourself to make changes that will allow you to connect with what's really important for you and for the people that you love. For example, for certain people, find time in your week to take one day to be with your family. So, pretty much what we have in here, pile number one, for this particular week in here, I don't think it's all about putting in practice, but I think it's about starting to think a better way of doing something that will be beneficial to you at a long run. Pretty much reduce the stress. Reduce the stress. This is important for you. Let's reveal the remaining messages. You have the energy of the Six of Cups with support, the energy of the World, Angel of Success, and the Queen of Pentacles, the energy of comfort. We have two major arcanas in here. We have the Chariot and we have the World. For certain people, I don't think you will be able to stop, okay? It's not because you don't want to, it's because it is your nature. So, what I would say to you is because we are dealing with something that is already inside you, maybe the changes of slowing down cannot be done in an abrupt way. So, once again, we go back to the energy of no matter what you have to do, try to be more flexible and tolerant towards your own self. Bring balance in everything that you do. And this is because we have the energy of support. For certain people, we are talking about delegating. Okay? Ask for people to do certain things. Are you a boss? Ask the people that do work for you to do certain things for you. Delegate. Are you working for your own self? Maybe you can reduce the work that you have and once again, ask for support. Do you really need to do everything by yourself? For certain people, I don't know, for example, if you're talking about emails, maybe you might want to use an app that allows you to um, have all your emails set up ready to, let's say we are talking about promotions. Set up one email that will be sent to everyone um, in your contacts, for example, instead of writing one email for each person. Find a way of delegating this work through people or through apps. In this case, applications that are able to support you in whatever you want to manifest, okay? The energy of comfort with Queen of Pentacles in here is all about familiarizing yourself with what's going on and not rushing yourself to bring outcome based in there's an energy near of, how can I say, let's say based in the energy of being extremely strict. It's a better word for this, and I don't know how to say or even express it. There's an energy near of things don't have to go exactly in accordance with the plan. Allow a tiny bit of flexibility. Allow things to unfold in a different way. And when that happens, don't feel bad. Take it as it comes. Because with the energy of support, angel of success, and comfort, I have no doubts that this pile in here, it's all about your career as well, okay? Your career, your relationships, and the way you do things. So for both energies, the angel of success is already coming in here to say that the final outcome, which you don't need to worry with, will be a positive one. But right now, there are certain changes that will be good for you for this particular week. It's important for you to find the right people to support you or the right applications that you're able to use to stop consuming yourself. That's one thing that is important for you for this week. The second thing is go with the flow, okay? Pay attention in your routine and see where you can bring more balance into your life. As you do so, you will allow yourself to get to know yourself, to get to know what is important for you, so you're able to change the life that you are living right now by introducing new things, new ways of acting, different ways of doing things. Another thing that is important for you, pile number one, okay, before you wrap up your reading, for certain people, the message in here for you, it's simple. For this week in here, take time off, okay? Relax. I'm not going to say stop doing everything, but what I would say is do less than what you used to do. Take more time off than what you used to take. This is a week of actually recharging for certain people. It's a week of, let's say, chill out, relax, be in the garden, go out and about, walk, go shop, do shopping. I don't know, small things that make you feel happy. This is the guidance for your week, pretty much, pile number one, okay? From everything that I said in here, choose and pick and choose what resonates with you. And at the end of the day, remember, I don't want to say this is not a good week for you to do business. It's a good week for you to do everything that you want. But your top priority should be rest and relax. You can work, but rest more than work. Because in the end of the day, the more you rest right now, the sooner you'll be able to dedicate yourself to the things that you want to implement and the things that are meant to be done actually for you to be able to succeed. There are certain things that you need to accomplish, but it's almost like saying, if you do not rest your mind, if you do not rest your heart, if you do not rest your soul, how are you going to be able to connect with your inner world? So you need to put a pause on the external so you can connect with internal. In the moment you connect with internal, there will be a great impact in the external. So for this week in here, go with the flow. Ask for help. Ask for support. Find a way for you to be able to go with the flow. You need more flexibility in your life. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Because one thing is for sure, success is guaranteed, but your dedication needs to be towards yourself right now. This is the message for people connected with pile number 1. If you're connected with pile number 2, what is the guidance for your week ahead? You have the energy of awakening. We have a major arcana in here, which would be the Hanged Man. We have the energy of party, and we have ask. It's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. So pile number 2. Connecting exactly with the message that is in the card, okay? And connecting with this energy of today is your day. The next 7 days for you is all about asking for support for you to be able to implement the changes that you want into your life. And I don't think it's just about your life. I think it's about the people that are meant to come into your life. It's almost like it's time for you to create a sacred space for you to receive sacred souls. Reading just from the bottom of the card of the awakening energy says, change the new way you are looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. It's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. Celebrate yourself. So, today is a day for you to ask for help. It is important for you to make sure that you pay attention to what is important for you and what is important for the people that are in need of you. So to avoid myself repeating myself, I will go back again to what I said before I reveal the other cards. Because with the energy of the awakening and ask for help plus the energy of party, I will say it again. It's all about finding a sacred space for you to invite sacred souls to be part of your path. It's all about you finding yourself, connecting yourself, loving yourself, celebrating yourself. And that includes pick up the phone, call a friend, let's go out. I haven't seen you for a while. Let's go to the cinema. I haven't spoke with you for a while. Let me call this person. This will be good enough for today. I think you will have an urge of you doing this. So whatever is happening with pile number 2, for certain people, once you reach this reading, actually, I think it's something that you already done. You've already picked up the phone. You're like, you know what, mom, dad, brother, sister, friend, whatever it is, look, I miss you. Even if you don't say it in this way, let's go out. Let's come to my home to have a lunch, a dinner, whatever it is. I'm feeling this energy of changing certain relationships for you to be able to have time, not just to be with yourself, but with the people that you love as well. Okay, so whatever happens this week in year pile number 7, it's meant to be. Okay, you might have in here a small relation, a small connection with pile number 1. There's no need for you to listen to it if you don't want to. Okay, but there is a small connection in here. But let's reveal the other cards and see what we have in store. You have the energy of comfort, angel of blessing, and angel of power. And it's interesting because I said you have a connection with pile number with pile number 1. And just to see the card of pile number 1, this is what we have, the Queen of Pentacles. We have the energy of comfort as well. And really similar with pile number 1 as well, you have a major arcana on the top. So pile number 2. I have the feeling that the full moon from the 5th of May is still active on the reading that I'm doing today. And it might be active for the next 10 to 12 days for certain people. Okay, especially people that have done rituals. This energy might be, I would say, the portal is still open for certain people. And on top of that, we have the energy of the Hierophant that's represented in number 5, okay? You have 3 major arcanas in here. You have the Hangman, you have the Hierophant, and you have the High Priestess. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, pretty much, they are a couple, okay? And the energy of the Hanged Man with awakening, look, I would say they are all pretty similar energies in this particular reading. Different powers, but what I would say in here is almost like if you dare to see the Hanged Man as the child of the High Priestess and the Hierophant. It's someone that is not knowledgeable, has all the knowledge of the spiritual realm, have all the knowledge of the spiritual realm, have all the knowledge of the realm of the past lives. But the question in here is what they want to do with this knowledge, what they want to do with this power. And your reading is pretty much shifting right now, pile number 2, because what I'm feeling that this week as well in here is important for you not just to rest, but to ask yourself who you really are and what you really want to do. Because you come with such a magical and powerful energy that you're not using it actually to celebrate yourself and celebrate life. And the reason that I'm saying this is like someone that is extremely intelligent, but they are using their, let's say, 50% of their capacities. They're using, it's almost like, I can't be bothered because I know I can do it. I know I can change it. I know that this, it's a piece of cake for me. But the thing is, it stays in your mind. So there's no point in having all this wisdom inside you if you don't use it and put it outside you. Because both energies in here, if you recall, the High Priestess gathers the knowledge pretty much from both realms and uses it on a spiritual way. The Hierophant has the knowledge but is able to share it with others. So my question is, are you meant to teach something and you're holding back? Are you meant to bring light to something and you are refusing to move forward? Are you meant to be a bridge but you are refusing to become who you are meant to be? The energy of connecting? Whatever it is, pile number 2, this is a good week actually for you to use this energy that is still manifesting with the energy of the portal number 5, with the energy of the full moon that manifested when I was doing this reading in here with intention to go out on the, let's say, 5, 6, let's say around 7th of May, roughly, okay, 7th, depending where you are, but let's say around Sunday, 7th of May. Once you listen to this pick a card reading, okay, what I would say to you is stop almost everything that you're doing, almost, not everything, and find a space, a time for you to dedicate yourself in asking yourself, what are your priorities? What do you really want in this life? What do you pretend to do with all this power and gift that you have? Because there is a lot of things in here that you have to share with the world. You are a person that you are meant to be celebrated in this life in here. You are meant to be celebrated and rewarded in this life. But how can you be rewarded if you are not exposing what you're meant to give to the world? So whatever passion you have, you need to live it. And if you're already living it, my invitation is to find a different way of looking of this passion of yours for you to be able to reignite the light and find a way to embrace your own uniqueness. It's time for you to become who you are meant to be, a powerful, blessed soul that is meant to come in this world to comfort others in supporting themselves as you learn to support yourself. This pile comes with the gift of supporting the community, okay? So do something for others, be it paid, unpaid, whatever makes you feel comfortable. My suggestion is be useful to your community. If you're already being useful to your community, ask yourself, what can you change? What can you bring new to this situation? And remember, it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness. Actually, it's one of the biggest strengths that human being can have, is to ask for support. Because when we ask for support, we show others that they are needed, and we show that we care as well. Not just for what are we capable to bring to the world, but what others can do to support us as well. Another thing that is important for this pioneer, okay, for certain people, probably what I'm about to say, it might be what's going to be important for you, okay? For this week in year, it's important for you to pay attention to your finances, to your business, to your investment. I don't feel a negative energy. What I feel is the need for you to focus in something that is about to bring you a major shift into your life. But it's important for you to make sure that in this particular week in year, you dedicate yourself in finding a way of changing or bringing changes to whatever is needed in a particular situation in your life that is connected with your money, your work. For other people in here, what we have in here, you are about to buy something that is extremely important for you. It can even be just a shoe, a pair of shoes for you. For certain people, it might look like insignificant, but maybe it's the first pair of shoes that you're buying in the last 3 to 4, 5 years, for example, for certain people. It might be the first suit that you're buying after spending, let's say, 3 years just using tracksuits, for example. Another thing that is important for this pioneer, listen to your inner voice and trust in your angels. Trust in your higher self. Trust in your inner knowing. You are being guided, you are being supported. The universe is showing you the path. Don't be afraid of walking on it. Value your intuition and trust the messages that you are about to receive. Be it because it's something that you heard in ear, or it's something that you will find yourself thinking about it, know that they are divinely guided, meant to be for you, meant to show you the path of success. So pay attention to what is about to come into your path this week. Whatever it is a big idea for certain people, a huge idea, a huge opportunity to make a change, not just into your life, but in someone else's life. It's almost like listening to something to the radio, listening to a conversation, even if it was meant to be for you, it wasn't meant to be for you, or just something that crossed your mind. Act on it straight away, whatever it is. It could be an energy of defense, it could be an energy of, let's say, let's do a ritual, it could be an energy of, let me go out and about. Whatever it is, it's something that will come quickly, and you should act quickly as well. Okay? If you're not able to act quickly because at the moment that this crossed your mind you weren't able to connect the dots, that's fine. As soon as you connect the dots, even if it's the next 2 to 3 days, put it in action. It will still be valid. Okay? Because remember, the energy of the full moon and the portal are still open and waiting to receive your request, whatever it is, the universe is waiting for you to pretty much ask for help. And this is another thing that's coming in here, which I didn't notice, okay? Pile number 2. In the day that you listen to this message, the energy of the portal and the full moon are still manifesting. For certain people, if you've reached this message in here in a particular day that is not connected anymore with the day that this reading went live, that's okay. It's still valid, okay? In the moment you listen to this message in here, I just want you to know that there is an open door in the spiritual realm waiting for you to request for help for something in particular that you feel that you're needing support, and the universe will grant your wishes and use the power to influence your life. And whatever it is, twice in a year, a confirmation that there is something good that will become out of this, because you have the energy of the angel of blessings, the comfort, and the energy of celebrate yourself. So these two in here, they are already confirming that whatever support you ask for, it will be granted to you. So be willing to pay attention to the signs and make sure that you use that opportunity to ask the universe to support you to change the way of something in particular that is happening in your life, as a way to embrace the best opportunities that are meant to unfold. And this is for this week, for this day, when you hear this message. This is the message for people connected with pile number 2. If you connected to pile number 3, if you pay attention to this item that you chose, okay, the first energy that I feel is that you might feel extremely happy in this week in particular, okay? This is the main energy. The energy of happiness is something that is meant to surround you, okay? But let's see what we have on the other cards. So you have the energy of the Queen of Winter, strong, patient, sufficient, funny, let go of people or things that are no longer serve you. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Signs, your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they send you. And we have the energy of the lottery. Bet on yourself, okay? I will reveal these cards in here because I think we have more revelation in here than actually what's happening in your week. But let's see. Pile number 3. As soon as I turned the cards, I just said, oh Lord. You have the Lovers, the Death card, the Empress. You have 3 major arcanas. So it's interesting, I will say it again. The energy of the full moon that manifested, if I'm not wrong, on the 5th of May, plus the energy of the portal 5-5. This energy is still manifesting, this energy is still around us pretty much. And fair enough, because the full moon manifested probably on Friday, isn't it? This reading will be going out on Sunday, so we are looking at pretty much three days after the full moon, 3 days after the portal 5-5. Pile number 3. There is an energy of light in here, okay? There is an energy of revelation. This is what I can say. There is an energy of revelation. Pile number 3, what I would say to you, okay, this week in here, pay attention to the signs. I think this is what really matters. Things will be happening at a fast pace. It could be small changes, big changes, all with great impacts, okay? I would say to this pioneer, when you are in the right day, at the right time, in the right place, it just feels one of these particular situations of be in the right time, in the right place for you to receive what is right, get to know the right person, be in the right situation, whatever it is. There are big changes that are going to bring you happiness, because with the angels of commitment and the angel of abundance plus the angel of transformation, okay, there is a quick change coming in your relationships and in your work or energy of creativity. There is a massive change in here. There is a change in your, could be your finances as well. So pile number 3. This is how I'm going to take this reading, okay? I think I will go with the energy of what you need to pay attention to this week in particular. So, number 1, signs. The first message is your past loved ones are never far from you. Notice the signs they send you. We are clearly receiving messages from the spiritual realm supporting you in your journey. Nothing will happen without the consent of the spiritual realm. It's almost like if you see a feather, it was sent by an angel. If you see a beautiful bird sitting on your window, it is a message from the spiritual realm connected with something that you were thinking at that particular time. If you see a squirrel, if you see any animal that crosses you, it doesn't matter, even if it's the neighbor dog that is crossing your window on the same day but at a different time, it is a message. There is an energy of synchronicity in here, okay? Something happening divinely, okay? So number 1, pay attention to the signs. You are sitting in a place and you soon feel that energy of, let me do this, let me make this change, let me go out and have fun. Whatever it is, there will be an urge of doing something that makes you feel happy, and allow yourself to celebrate, okay? Second thing that is important for you, I will go with the energy of what's written in the card. With this pile in here, it's extremely important for me to know not go outside of what is important, or in this case, outside of what is in front of me, okay? Because we have 3 major arcana and a court card as well, if you count the energy of the Queen of Winter. So there is an energy in here of making sure that everything matters, okay? And the Queen of Winter in here can be seen pretty much as the energy of spades as well, that has the influence of the thoughts, okay? Another thing that's important for you for this particular week in here, let go of people or things that are not longer serving you, okay? Everything is making noise in here today, so I guess this is a sign as well. I know that where I'm filming, there are chances of having noise from outside, but for some reason there are extra noises in here, and I think this is all a confirmation, okay? Let go of people and things that are no longer serving you. Don't dedicate yourself to people that are not respecting your time as well. That's extremely important. Put a pause in certain relationships so you are able to dedicate yourself to what really matters, okay? Now is the time to focus on your career. For certain people, we are not talking about career. There's someone in here that comes with the energy of pregnancy, okay? Because the Queen of Winter, for what I see in here, there is an energy of pregnancy as well. So someone that thought that maybe you are done and dusted, you might be surprised with the good news of a pregnancy. Could be yours, could be someone else, okay? If it is not yours, don't worry. It doesn't have to be only pregnancy. It can be something that you're about to give life. Whatever it is, it's an energy that comes with giving birth, okay? It could even be, how you call it? Give birth to a new idea, give birth to a new project, for example, okay? Give birth to a new relationship, and for certain people is give a chance to another person. And you could hear the news of someone that is pregnant. Whatever it is, there is an energy of surprise in here, okay? Now it depends what you consider surprise. For some people it might be good news, for other people maybe, I don't know, okay? But and you have the now is the time to focus on your career. For certain people, the moment is ideal for you to dedicate yourself to something in particular in your life. I am not in the position of giving you details of what, but you are yourself in the position of filling the gap. So now is the time to focus on, the card says career. My suggestion for you is, for certain people, career will not make sense, so we have a blank in there. Now is the time to focus on your write what is important for you and pay attention to it. For certain people, it might be now is the time for you to pay attention to your relationship. Now is time for you to pay attention to your body. Now is time to pay attention to yourself. Now is time to pay attention to your needs, okay? Whatever it is, it comes with the energy of becoming self-sufficient, strong, patient, as you have fun in doing these changes or implementing these changes, okay? With the angel of commitment, transformation, and abundance, what I can say is that there is a major change coming into your life that's been ignited with the path and the power of the last 7 days. For certain people in here, we go back probably to the new moon till the full moon. We have in here portals, eclipses, things manifesting one after another, and in all of them you've been triggering changes. Especially people that tend to listen to pick a card readings are familiarized with the energy of the spiritual realm, and you listen to suggestions and ideas from the many readers that are out there. Probably you took the opportunity to use all this power of the energy that is manifesting in the universe to make a ritual, to make an intention, whatever it is. What I know is someone has used the power of the last moon plus the last first moon plus the energy of this full moon. You've used it really well, and now things are about to change, okay? And whatever it is, one thing is confirmed in here: the energy of betting on yourself, trusting in yourself, commit with your own self, becoming self-sufficient. It doesn't start tomorrow, it starts today with your own actions, with your own willingness of changing your life, changing your responsibilities. The angel of transformation, pretty much, it's talking about giving you another chance to make a change into your life. There's an energy of not having to start from scratch, from zero, but start from where you are and make it big. So this week in here is a wonderful week for you to bring changes in your life, to bring changes in your relationships, in your commitments, in your contracts, whatever it is. There is a massive change that needs to be introduced in your relationship. It could be connected with heart, it could be connected with work, partnerships, whatever it is, something that is meant to work, something that will work but the seeds need to be planted now. And for certain people, probably you've already planted the seeds, you just need to remove the pot and put it in a place where the sun is coming in so your flower can receive the daylight, the energy of the sun. So to wrap up your reading, pile number 3. This is a wonderful week for you to embrace change and new beginnings. It is a wonderful week for you to commit without fear to your happiness and well-being. It's a wonderful week for you to bet on yourself. It's a wonderful week for you to be in peace with yourself. Do what you love what you do. Whatever happens, the outcomes will make you feel extremely happy. Okay? This is the message for people who connected with pile number 3. Commit with yourself and with your happiness. To each one of you that came to this reading, thank you so much for your presence. I really hope you did enjoy your reading. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!